New game name? There's only one name to be given. Normandy. Alright, government, presidential republic, population 40 million, economy in recession, military major regional power, starting date 1954. Full pour mode enabled. Disables manual saving and enables achievements. You can only turn it off after completing the story once, so I can't have that. What? Start a story. What to do? What to do with the body? You are my enslavement and my freedom. You are my flesh burning like a raw summer night. You are my country. Your flesh, bro? 1908, Kingdom of Swordland. You open your eyes to this world you came from. Impoverished isn't the right term. Your parents named you Anton. As the only child of a diligent civil servant, you lived quite an ordinary childhood. Life was not bad. You were lucky enough to attend a well-known public school, but frequent fights broke out at the Rain family home, which made you feel uneasy. The years passed. During a history class at school, the bell started to ring unexpectedly. You heard a loud commotion outside. As everyone tried to figure out what was going on, the principal announced the historic revolution. The kingdom was no more. The Republic of Swordland was born. Somewhat worried. I think that makes sense under a new government. After graduating, you passed the university exam with high marks. You had the opportunity to choose between several studies. You chose law at the Whole Sword State University, economics at the Lechaven Business School, and history at the Dyer University of Culture. Which shall it be? History. During the first year, you attended a lecture with David Whiskey, my boy. Your teacher and mentor from university. He's the son of the first president of Swordland, the revolutionary Arthur S. Whiskey. He was a well-known diplomat from the foreign ministry and the son of the president. After observing the hall in silence, he explained why realpolitik is important for a successful foreign policy. He argued that a strategy based on practical and material factors would be much more successful in reaching Swordland's ambitions. Yeah. Soldiers entered the campus in the evening ahead of the first election. Many were in shock as the uniformed men created a security cordon and started arresting the teachers. A group of students started gathering in protest. Along with your best friend Peter Vectern, you decided to protest with the students. Fuck yourself. One of the officers made a loud announcement that echoed throughout the campus. General Luderin, the nationalist general who led a military coup and declared martial law in 1927, declared martial law in 1927 in order to restore the administration. Please stand back and disperse to your rooms. You joined the students that slowly marched towards the large group of soldiers. Suddenly the soldiers charged. Oh, it's getting hairy in here, dude. Definitely held our ground. A student fell and was trampled as everybody started running away. Soldiers beat you relentlessly. It was a gloomy year. The coup split students into two groups and caused frequent fights. Torture or imprisonment of any opposing voice became a daily routine in Dare, the second largest city in Swordland. You didn't want to stay idle and decided to join the human rights group. What else do you do? The group heavily protested against the deteriorating human rights situation in Swordland. You contributed in thorough discussions on how to protect and expand freedoms. In one of the meetings, Peter Vectern introduced you to a classmate of his, Monica. You were immediately attracted to her. Intelligence. We need a smart first lady. She mentioned to you that she was a volunteer for the Swordfish League of Women, an organization campaigning for women's rights. You? Wow! You told her you wholeheartedly suspected her cause. What the fuck? The politically charged environment led you to join the Red Youth, the Socialists, join the Young Swords, the Nationalists, or stay away from any political organization. So I don't know how that works out. But I'm definitely not a nationalist, and I'm closer to a socialist than the alternative. The radio relayed that the communist General Reichardt surrounded Luderin and his troops, demanding their surrender. They refused, and heavy fighting broke out across the country. You couldn't believe it. The army was fighting amongst themselves. Swordland plunged into chaos. Reichardt's sudden attack caused more instability in the country. Compared to fascist Luderin, he was a real socialist. This convinced you to participate in a support march. You were chanting, "Workers of the world," a little fucking on the nose, huh? Freedom, equality, and solidarity. You were marching under the protection of Reichart's soldiers. The students supporting Luderin's coup gathered a few hundred meters in front of you. Many nationalists were among them. You knew something was going to happen. You stayed. Duh, the shit's about to go down. There was a massive clash between the two sides. Soldiers began to beat the students. Tanks started rolling forward. In this chaotic moment, you saw a young girl about to get run over by a tank. Ran over to save her, man in a wheelchair, but you couldn't reach her in time. You never forgot her face. Holy shit. The clash has escalated in a full-blown civil war. The horrors made you isolate yourself for a while. Monica helped you cope, and love grew between the two of you. However, it was a difficult time for love. The chaos had to end, bro. The charismatic Colonel Tarkin Sol, the president of Swordland and the famous colonel who re-established the Republic of 1929, orchestrated a sudden attack on the capital where the Luderinists and Reichartist forces were battling each other. You defeated both, ending the war. A new constitution was written and the military government began efforts to restore stability. Many people saw the colonel as a savior. He formed the United Swordland Party and ran as a presidential candidate. In the first ever single-party elections... We don't vote in single-party elections, dog. USP won the election by a large majority. In a single-party race? Duh. The military government announced a 4-year restoration period and transformed to an entirely civilian government. After graduation, you kept seeing Monica. Both interested in marrying and starting a family. However, a letter arrived from the military calling you to fulfill your compulsory service. It was time to serve your national duty. Already seen someone get fucking juiced by a tank, I guess. God damn. A devastating civil war broke out in the neighboring country Wayland. Quickly turned into a proxy war between regional and world powers. The distinguished Major, Josef Lancia, ordered you to lead your squad on a border patrol mission. It was a very cold winter night when you began marching out of Gumrin Outpost. You could see your breath. After several hours of marching through the snowy hills, distant noises were heard. Visibility was too low to confirm the source, so the squad crawled forward in formation and found a spot to observe. A group of refugees had made it beyond the border fence. You let them slip through. Let's go. After the patrol, Major Lancia arrived with anger and immediately relieved you of your command, calling you a disappointment. One of your squad members had reported your actions. Well, they can get fucked. After several months of scrubbing the floors as a punishment, your duties ended and you went back to civilian life. Oh, wow, we're scrolling now? You and Monica decided to share your lives together. After receiving the blessing of her parents, a ceremony was held in Holsword. During the same year, you worked hard to secure a high-paying job within the governing United Swordland Party. If only it was that simple. It was much more difficult to start your career on a good foot because of the refugee incident, but you still managed. Well, yeah, it's the best opportunity to change the country for the better. You became the foreign policy assistant to one of the most experienced members of Assembly. You worked long and hard, reviewing dozens of foreign policy plans late into the night. You were climbing the ladder. Tarkin Sol gave amnesty to the remaining factions of the Civil War and chose de-escalation and appeasement. The institutions and symbols of the former kingdom were slowly replaced. His government launched several new initiatives, such as a citizen-funded bills program to revitalize the economy, a social labor initiative to help rebuild and improve society, and a large dam project to solve the energy crisis. The first multi-party elections in the history of Swordland were held. Interesting. President Tarkin Sol was elected once more. Further interesting. The preparation of a comprehensive trade agreement with Magnolia was occupying most of your personal time, but your significant contribution to the trade talks triggered an invitation to meet President Tarkin Sol himself, who offered you a key position. You were to become the youngest member of Assembly. You accepted right away. Duh. As the youngest MP, it was difficult to connect with the influential inner circle. You needed allies, so you brought on Peter Vectorn as your right-hand man. The birth of your son Franck provided a brief moment of joy and relief. Sacrifice work to spend time with your family, duh. During your absence, Peter Vectorn found trustworthy contacts and strengthened your position in the party. At the same time, President Sol increased his authority over the years. His growing ego started to cause strife within the USP. Cracks began to show. President Sol barely secured a majority in the election against the opposition leader. Over the next year, the Swordist people grew increasingly discontent with corruption and the worsening quality of life. Meanwhile, calls for a united Swordland Party Congress became louder as leadership struggles started to brew. It started not talking about his policy when it said that there was conflict. From the sidelines, bro. I don't know. The contender for party leadership was Ewald Alfonso, a reformist and talented business magnate with a growing follower base within the party. Meanwhile, in a desperate effort to secure votes before the Congress, President Sol was meeting party members one by one. He approached you too. The president offered you the position of Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade in the next government if you backed him in the upcoming vote. I accepted. Congress was nothing short of impressive. The banners of the United Swordland Party were decorating every possible spot. Thousands of influential political figures, lobbyists, and benefactors gathered for this turning point. The voting for the party leadership began. I voted for Tarkin Sol to further my political ambitions. Unfortunately, Tarkin Sol lost the leadership vote to Ewald Alfonso by a small margin. During the Congress, Sol announced he would retire from politics at the end of his term and appointed Alfonso as vice president. The system he had established were to stay much longer. His achievements wouldn't be forgotten. You were troubled by the departure of Sol? A month later, your daughter was born. Monica named her Deanna. She motivated you during a tumultuous period in the party. As the VP and the leader of the USP, Alfonso began dismantling the old organization and structures established by the USP, such as the State Educator Corps and the Sort of State Corporation bills. The general elections were approaching. The United Swordland Party was under new leadership. You joined the party effort and campaigned for him. During the general elections, the main opposition leader was embroiled in a sex scandal with his secretary. He was replaced by the more popular figure Franz Richter, but the damage had been done. The new economic policies and the extensive privatization programs proposed by Alfonso secured an election of victory for the United Swordland Party. Over the following years, you did your best in order to make Swordland a better place. Duh. The presidency of Alfonso saw many bold reforms in government and law and advancements in liberal democratic values. He valued your support throughout. However, due to infighting and disorganization, continental economic tensions, and fast-track privatization, it was followed by a severe economic recession. The other parties announced their bids for the 1953 election, but the unfair election system hampered opposition efforts to campaign. You thought you were worried about the economic recession. With Peter's help, your presence in the USP grew. The two of you worked long nights together. You flipped opponents to your side. You became the face of a new wing of the party. Step by step and with adequate planning, your wing took over the leadership as President Alfonso lost control of the country. The moment to make a move had come. You advised Alfonso to step down. We listened to your advice. Alfonso conceded the leadership struggle, and the party eventually voted you in because of your indisputable influence. Following this, you announced that you would be running for president in the general election with Peter as your running mate. It was your turn. After visiting every city and town during the campaign, you made a speech on state television. You promised to enact democratic reforms. The people are tired of empty promises. We need fundamental change in our institutions and government. Solid and transparent democracy awaits us. Brothers and sisters, a new constitution and a new age is upon us. The broadcast ended. On election day, millions went out to cast their votes. It's time to face the truth. Complete the prologue. President Rain. Aldo Rain. 1 million Nazi scalps. I don't remember how many he actually said. Coronelli. That sounds fun. We're getting a Coronelli. Facial hair. Comrade. Monarchist. Chief strategist. Classy. Idealist. Clean-shaven. Intellectual. Sword gentleman. Swordist. Strategist. Theorist. Valgless Indian. Markian noble. Revolutionary Renin. Damn, Renins. Tired. Is there a tan suit option? Sorry. Tuxedo. Oh, sick. Pipe? Give me that pipe. Borch? As Anton Rain, you have made consequential promises to the people of Suzerain to gain their votes in the 1953 election campaign. Consider these commitments carefully. Oh my god, this is so exciting. I keep missing my fucking Abraham Lincoln picture at the bottom. After the recent market reforms and the recession, the country finds itself stuck between two different economic systems with indecision and turbulence, causing the population to demand a direction. It's a little loud. It's a little loud. There we go. After the recent market reforms and the recession, the country finds itself stuck between two different economic systems with indecision and turbulence, causing the population to demand a direction. So, it already talked about a rapidly privatizing economic system. So I might be playing into a hole with the market economy. Here's my problem though. I don't know if this game is going to go based on its opinion on my choices or if there's like set choices and there's a right or wrong answer. So I don't know if this game has politics in it or not, like the developer's politics in it, but I guess we'll see. Market economy, because if we just need a recession to stop, we can lean into capitalism as hard as we want to. It's just I don't want it to bite me in the ass later. The global rivalries between capitalist Arcasia in the west, the monarchy of Runberg to the north, and the communist United Cantona in the east are intensifying. Swordsland has the potential to align with others or lean towards neutrality. If we're just trying to get out of a recession once again, capitalist Arcasia in the west is probably the right choice for now. In the last 5 years, Bludish, Wezak, and Agnolian immigrants flocked to Swordsland due to relaxed immigration laws enacted by former President Alfonso. As a result, these tensions are causing requests for a political solution. Retain relaxed immigration. Immigration helps everyone, but college dropouts, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Term focus. High school dropouts, not college dropouts. What the fuck? The once praised public education system of the nation has suffered significant setbacks in the last decade. How? When? When was it once praised? The lack of the new schools, I guess when I was in school, huh? High student-to-teacher ratios, teacher salaries, and even a lack of classroom equipment in certain parts of the country caused massive divergencies in the public education system. The Swedish Armed Forces were the nation's most funded branch until the Alfonso government reduced the defense budget significantly. With the increase of saber-rattling threats looming in the north by Runberg and a growing presence of the superpowers in the region, the critical deterrence of the SAF matters more than ever. The recent culminating political tension between the different youth groups and socioeconomic pressures between multiple classes of society is increasing the issues of the law and enforcement systems. Police need help keeping up with increased crime rates. Simultaneously, judges and courts deal with an enormous growing backlog of legal cases. Swordsland's health systems and healthcare quality have stagnated due to administrative inefficiencies, increasing service demand, and an increasing divide in service quality between urban and rural hospitals. The average life expectancy has dropped significantly with issues such as maternity deaths and disease outbreaks. So we've already given my opinion on immigration, and I think, in my opinion, both of those are economic decisions. So now the next point. I feel like defense is the answer. Mainly because this well, no, if I lean too heavy into defense, that'll be coup territory. Health. Two weeks had passed since we won the election, and now I was about to be sworn in as the 4th president of Swordland. Thousands were watching the inauguration ceremony and cheering my name, Anton Rain. The die was cast. And there my story began. In the distance, the Maroon Palace... Oh, this doesn't actually... Oh my god. The Maroon Palace is where the executive branch of the Swordist government is situated. It was constructed to serve as a summer residence of all but Brennan, but quickly became a structure of political importance. The turning point was when the Kingdom of Swordland was announced from the balcony of the palace, reflecting the shift of government power from early to old sword during the transition period. The Maroon Palace received its name from the maroon painted exterior walls, which has 100 rooms, several wings housing different branches of executive government. Underneath the structure is a highly secure situation. The residents safe from any danger, invasions, and security crisis. The Hill of Pride is the named after the declaration of the Kingdom of Swordland. Okay, we're not reading this. I looked at my family. My son and daughter, Frank and Deanna, were next to Monica, my wife, her eyes glimmering with pride. Then I turned toward the key people who made it all possible. Of course, each individual was promised an important position in my government. I saw my previous rival and former president, Alfonso, who gave me a slight nod. Tarkin Sol was also invited, but as expected, he didn't leave his island retreat. As my thoughts slowly faded away, the reality of the situation dawned on me. Orso Hawker, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, was waiting for me. Oh my god. Supreme Court of Swordland is the highest legal body for constitutional and judicial review. It examined you. Winning, my boy? Dude, I haven't even gotten that far. I'm doing so much shit, bro. Did you play Four Houses? If you did, my hat might amuse you. If necessary, it also functions as the Supreme Criminal Court to hear any cases raised about the President of Swordland, members of the Cabinet, or presidents and members of the High Courts. The Justices of the Supreme Court may hold their office during behavior. The Supreme Court has the right to review enactments both before and after review, and it can invalidate whole laws or governmental decrees and prevent their application in future cases. Second legislative body, when a proposal to change the Constitution of Swordland passes the Grand National Assembly of Swordland, giving them the final vote on constitutional changes, led by Chief Justice Orso Hawker. Alright, so this is the Congress, basically. Time for the oath has come. I'm down to watch some wrestling in about 37 minutes, assuming I'm not too tired. I am ready. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear. I do solemnly swear it is that I will respectfully execute the office of the President of Swordland. Yeah, I mean 38 minutes, dude. I'm done. To the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend. To the best of my ability, to serve the Constitution of the Southern. May I deliver your inauguration speech, Mr. President? It's an honor. Brothers and sisters. You look very eager to listen to me. The idea of unity... For many generations, this country and its long history have kept us tied to an idea, the idea of unity, and our people's right for a free and prosperous life. Our workers are no less productive than a decade ago. Our capable minds are no less inventive. Our products and services no less requested than they were last week, last month, or last year. I promise you, we will stop the recession and eliminate poverty. Our capacity as a nation has never been greater. Hundreds of thousands cheered. They were shouting my name in unison. I feel the responsibility, the power and the burden all at the same time. Raise fist. I'm out here, dog. Which triggered a huge burst of applause. I took a look at the people of Swordland to burn this moment into my memory. One of the presidential guards came by to notify me that it was time to leave. I made my way to the leading car in the motorcade. The presidential state car was a jetback Cadillac with flags of Swordland above the front headlights. Next to it, a man was holding the door. Sergei Wolkner. Hello, Mr. President. I did promise that, bro. I'm out here promising shit. I still felt euphoric from the aftermath of my speech. Hearing my new title made me smile even more. Bro, can you fathom the fucking ego trip you would be on if you said a speech and fucking 1,000 people just started losing their shit. This is why rock stars fuck children, bro. I'm telling you. They're just like, oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And they just go wild, man. I'm telling you. So yeah. If you allow me to introduce myself, I'm Sergey. You're a new driver. At ease, Sergey. As you wish, Mr. President. He respectfully bowed his head before opening the car door and gesturing inside. I entered the car. We will be heading towards the palace. The fucking palace, dog? The motorcade began to move on the way Sergey proceeded to explain his duties as a driver. His duties as a driver? Fucking hit the gas? Turn wheel left or right? Now that I think about it, Freddie Mercury was big on the whole crowd interactions. Did he do anything freaky? Was he a creep? I don't know. I've never heard of Freddie Mercury being a creep, but he died before he was supposed to, so a lot of times that means that like people don't actually talk about the weird shit they did. I don't know. I didn't watch the Queen movie. As minutes passed by, I found myself lost in thought. Again, barely paying attention to what he was saying. He suddenly gestured out the window. Isn't it a beauty? The Maroon Palace, which has a side little codex. He was right. Sunlight glinted off the palace's many maroon-colored domes. It was so bright that I had to look away. Every time I look at it, I am reminded of my duty to this nation, driving. Just a building, Sergey. You're right, Mr. President. I don't know much about architecture. For me, it's the most beautiful building in all of Holsword. Why don't you look at your fellow man for the beauty of a nation, my dog? The car drove past the majestic gates, continued uphill to the entrance, and stopped in front of the doors. Sergey got out of the car and opened the door for me. Have a great day, Mr. President. Amorgno Escor. He referred to the famous Swedish phrase from the times of revolution, Amorgnos Escor, Vecturnsis da, which meant morning will come, victory is close. Vecturnsis da. Let's shout that shit back at him. I made my way upstairs to the extravagant corridors of the palace. Marble and engraved wooden finishes decorate the interior. My footstep echoed in the colossal halls. The guards bowed their head in respect as I opened the massive doors to my new office. Huh? Oh my god. First off, Codex be gone. Arvery. Laren. Oh, hell yeah. I was hoping for a zoom out function. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay, here we go. Dude, my dick and balls were about to fall off. Oh my god. Journal, Codex, Connections, Overview, News, Connection. Joseph Lancia, we know him. Peter Vacturn's my friend from college. Overview, currently active policies. Swedish General Staff. Dude, is this game too hard for me to play? Law. Dude, what the... Alfonsonomics. We love naming it after people. Free market reform, shifting the country from a planned doctrine to a more market-oriented approach. I also did that in an attempt to pull us out of the recession. This transition has placed Swordland in a unique position, straddling the realms of two distinct economic systems. The ongoing challenge lies in striking a balance between these ideologies and harnessing the potential benefits while mitigating any adverse consequences. We can pass legislation to control free markets. I think that's the answer. The EPA implemented, in 1932, safeguard Swordland's energy industries from excessive foreign ownership. The act was amended in 1949 under the Alfonso government, setting the limit of foreign ownership in national security-sensitive energy corporations at 20%. Do we need that? Welfare. Welfare principles traditionally guided the provision of welfare services by the remnant aristocracy and are currently under scrutiny and evaluation. Voluntary vaccination, freedom, and curriculum. Sus. Order, state security privileges. Diplomacy, AN member, OMAC, neutrality. So neutrality is our guild so far. The Organization to Mercopan Economic Cooperation, of which the Republic of Swordsland is a member, plays a pivotal role in stimulating economic progress and fostering continental trade. By promoting collaboration, knowledge sharing, and harmonization of trade policies among member nations, this organization facilitates increased economic integration, trade diversification, and mutually beneficial partnerships. Generally, economic connections prevent any kind of wartime activities, but I just don't know who else is a member of OMAC. And remember, the Alliance of Nations stand as a beacon of global collaborations, tirelessly working to maintain peace, security, and cooperation among nations. Through diplomatic channels and joint initiatives, member countries pool their resources and expertise to address emerging challenges and forge a more harmonious international community. Codex. I don't have back to... Oh, okay. Business cabinets. These are people, history, locations, organizations, corporations. Oh my god. Guild Guard, these are inside of my own country, I suppose. Intergovernmental Alliance of Nations. Organization for Mercopan Economic Development. Holy shit, this also doesn't tell me. Alright, let's just chill for a second. I'm going way too deep. News. Rain spoke of unity. President Anton Rain has been sworn into duty in a great ceremony in Holsworth. Thousands of attended the ceremony where President... Oh. Economist. A new era begins for Swordland and it holds many economic questions that will need to be answered by President Rain. Our top economic analysts with consultation from the National Business Council have released a comprehensive report on the performance of the past 20 years. A certain section of the report stands out. The last two four-year plans of the planned doctrine created a budget deficit and a clear reduction of the industrial production output. This was specifically due to mismanagement and inefficient bureaucracy. Budget deficit, clear reduction of the industrial production output. The year-on-year growth, budget balance, and production index values indicate that the two most productive consecutive years have been when the privatization program of Alfonso began in 1949. So, I mean, they admit that, privatization helped their economy going from planned to private. Our editorial team, with the help of experts like Mikhail Evin and Edith Agnotic, have come to the conclusion that the recession was not actually caused by Alfonsonomics, but by the drastic obstructions of state executives hindering the plan. President Ray must take the advice of Plan... Oh. Of Plan to comment proponents around him with a pinch of salt, otherwise he could find himself in the spot of Tarkin Sol in the mid-40s. Oh, okay, so they also, I guess, agree that privatized economy, free market economy would probably be more likely to pull us out of a recession. After the recent successful mega infrastructure projects from United Cantana and Vogsland, the world is warming up to the idea as a source of growth and employment, but is there any truth to the success? Our investment analysis indicates that infrastructure investments can be fruitful in the short term, but even more so in the long term. Alright, I don't think I have to do this. So we're just kind of going down, huh? Oh, yeah. I do not want to see the kingdom of Rumburg. I'm running Swordland. Oh, here's Swordland. Peter Vertern arrived a couple of minutes early and sat across from me. He was struggling to hold back his smile. We did it, Anton, we won! Finally, all those years without our noses to the grindstone paid off. Peter's eyes sparkled. The strain on the past few months had put a damper on his usual rakish charm, but today he was looking and acting more like his old self. He loosened his tie and undid the top two buttons of his shirt. Now why don't you come over here and suck this stick? Enjoying the new secretary I picked out for you? Thought you'd appreciate her gorgeous set of talents. It's a shame the rest of your staff aren't as easy on the eyes. He gestured to the slight pouch that had protruded over his waistband. But hey, back in university, did you ever imagine we would be sitting here in the Maroon Palace? We have to celebrate this great victory. Not the time to celebrate, homie. We got shit to do. Yes, I agree. We've got things to do today. We can let loose at the ball. Let's move on with the meeting. We're talking about our political strategy for this term. Lucian and I had a meeting with the party and the reformists. We mostly see eye to eye, but I would want to know what you think. Great, let's go over this when Lucian arrives. Great, let's go over this when Lucian... Oh. The door swung open and Lucian Gallade, my chief strategist, walked in. He was a compact man with sharp bird-like features. Caw! He poured a glass of water and opened his briefcase in a series of quick, graceful movements. Sociology and law. Decade of a gap in his resume after graduation. Law and media. Gentlemen. Tall case clock in the room struck 3 o'clock. Die. Damn, you are exactly on time. Hello, Peter. Lucian then headed towards me. He very slightly bowed his head. Lucian, how are you? I am ready and able, sir. Hell yeah. Lucian spoke in soft, clipped tones that immediately drew your attention towards what he had to say. Peter and I waited for him to recede. Let's start by evaluating our current situation. The majority of the Swordfish people demand change. They're more concerned about the economy than the Constitution, but they blame the system for their problems. People are losing their trust in our democracy. Why do you think radicals like Bernard Circus are becoming more popular? Everyone's expecting us to bring the change like the last government did not. Okay, so he's communist and they're calling those radical as a result. Courage of Tarkin Soul. Franz Richter, leader of the Reformists, believes that true change can only be accomplished by transferring some of our powers to the Assembly. I will move into the details of the demands shortly. We're already on some tough shit. I don't necessarily know the powers I hold. I believe legislation is, brought down to the Assembly, with the Supreme Court essentially, countering that. But we need to listen to the people if we want to serve this country. That's exactly what we campaign for. A true change that will move the country forward. We will need many allies against the old guard in the government. Old guard? Old guard is a term used to denote a purported group of influential individuals with the nature and influence of the government subject considers the concept of the old guard is often associated with the Oh. Jeez! We will need many allies against the old guard in the government. Mr. Richter managed to persuade many members of the Assembly to give their support for drafting a new constitution. Reformist politicians are quickly increasing in number. While the reformist wing inside our party is still a minority, they could have a tripartisan majority in the Assembly, especially if they unite under Franz Richter. Out of country ties, specifically through business. Oh, human rights advocate. Mr. Richter could be a potential ally in our goal to maintain a majority in the Assembly. He's definitely key in this. The reformist demands are clear. They want to limit the president's veto powers, ensure that the Supreme Court is independent, and take away the court's right to vote on constitutional amendments. Wow, that last one is way different from the rest. Gotta listen at least. I agree, we can't ignore the winds of change after all. The old guard will do its best to preserve the Constitution. Chief Justice Hawker and his allied judges have a great influence over the Supreme Court, which will be tough to break. The court also has the final say over constitutional legislation. Without their approval, we cannot even change it. We'll need a comprehensive bill to balance the power structure more fairly. I agree. The old guard won't like this, though. Comprehensive reform that would make the reformists happy would mean maintaining a balance between all branches of government, which means removing her absolute veto as well. The reformists demand that all loopholes in the Constitution are closed. We cannot allow obstructions to exist. We can figure it out. Our party still holds 130 out of the 250 seats in the Assembly. We've got the power. However, to reform the Constitution, we must receive a two-thirds majority in the Grand National Assembly, which is 166 votes, and a simple majority in the Supreme Court that equates to 6 votes. After we have settled on how to proceed, we will begin to talk with we will need to talk with our party figures. Our first goal must be to get 150 signatures needed to start the process. Following the green light from the USP, we will reach out to the other party leaders to see if they would back our draft. The last step is to convince the justices of the court. The entire process will take a long time, but we must start working with a reform committee to evaluate all possibilities for a new constitution as soon as possible. Oof. Let me sit the fuck up real quick. I'm not working with the old guard. I don't think they're a credible group to interact with. I'll work with reformists. That's what we've been preparing for internally. Don't forget that promise is what got us elected. The thing here will be strengthening the power of the Assembly, which we already left with a majority. Oh, we already lead with a majority. Yes, the division of power needs to be rebalanced for a better swordling. According to the initial draft we made with the reformists, there are 2 changes to the Constitution that are not open for the discussion. First, the Supreme Court will no longer vote on constitutional amendments. Second, the President's absolute veto will be taken away. This will be replaced with a limited veto system by fixing the current loopholes. Not mad? The Supreme Court thing worries me a little bit. Yes, sir. We will form a reform committee together with all parties and start reaching out to all the stakeholders in the Assembly and the Court for a new constitution. By later in the year, we should have an idea of the reform contents and what the other parties want. Another important point. We must be aware of the Lothburg Group. The oligarchs convene under this organization to influence economic policies. Conrath led it for a long time before falling ill. The new leader is Walter Tusk. According to reports, some members of the National Business Council are in their pockets. Tusk and the group will surely try to bribe us in exchange for special economic protections. I won't be bought. It won't happen. Plaza said the same thing. I doubt there was anybody else to turn to in his case. As far as I know, Marcel Caranti has some strong ties to this group. His influence could definitely be an asset for us, but I'm sure he'll want something in return. I mean, that's true. They are dependent on economic policies. I wouldn't be so optimistic. The capital they represent could do a lot of damage if it was diverted. We need to tread carefully on all sides with all power players to survive our term. I need to underline the seriousness of the situation. The military and the general staff are a powerful element in the state, and as history tells us, a dangerous one too. We do have some room to make structural changes, by reducing their budget, for example, but it is quite limited. I didn't focus on the military, but I really don't know how much we should divert it. Let's talk to the military first. It is sound to listen to them, but they have very biased and narrow opinions. Nationalism clouds their minds. General Kruger is a specter of the past. Jeez. Prince Minister Josef Lancia is more loyal to us than compared to General Kruger, a fact that obviously can change with our actions. Either way, I see potential rift between the two since they are clearly of different minds. We act strongly against the military, both of those guys will unite against us. I agree with Lucian. We need to tread carefully here. Well then, gentlemen, precisely 30 minutes. This concludes our political briefing for today. Our next meeting will be about our media strategy. Talk to you soon, sir. I will keep in touch. See you both at the next meeting. Lucian and Peter bid their farewells and left. A mysterious amount of smoke was rising far away on the horizon. Oh, some mysterious. Alright. Well. Huh. Who the hell's Swordland? Reform Committee. Our Reform Committee has been convened to engage in extensive discussions of the potential revisions and updates to the Constitution. This incisive dialogue involves representation. Oh, yeah, cool. Works for me. Aspia? Bergia? Runia? Fuck. My God, what? Logistical issues. A recent update from Holsworth, the mayor expressed growing concerns about escalating traffic congestion linked to the city's burden. A logistical report pinpointed the significant increase in traffic volume and subsequent slowing of transport. The mayor stressed that the lack of comprehensively designed, large-scale and land-based logistics hub serving as a convenient converging point for all transporters is exacerbating the issues faced by domestic transport. Given Holsworth's status as a sprawling metropolis, the current situation where transporters have established a separate system. Cool. A fire broke out in the academic administration building of the Holsworth State University. The initial report from the chief of police in Holsworth indicates an near to complete destruction of employee record from 1890 until now, along with original copies of internationally recognized academic research destroyed. The extent damage was worse than expected. People's views on the need for democratic reform in the government structure has changed over the last decade. Reformist propaganda from the leader of the People's Freedom and Justice Party, Franz Richter, has resulted in a massive increase in the demands for democratic reforms. 55% of the population supports the reformist ideas. Ooh. Staff convened right after the election to congratulate our victory. All branches of the sword are first members that took place in Camp Strong with massive security. Armed Forces Vulcan Kruger made a public press statement highlighting the increasing chances of military confrontation in eastern Maricopa and requested support to strengthen the military. Grand National Assembly in Holsworth is readying the Swordland Tourism and Cultural Preservation Act. This act aims to enhance the culture and tourism appeal of several cities, including Bourne, Ribery, Lachaven, Anrica, and Benfey, and a collective push to make Swordland a global tourist destination. More money sounds good to me. Briefing on the current economic situation. Probably the last thing we'll do in this stream. My goodness. Oops. Gus, do you really think that such an economically advanced area is more in need of investment than Agenland? I might actually call it. A lot of reading so far. When I can watch wrestling.
Yes. No.
Oh, the answer's yes. Bucharest Tears. What a fucking heel turn in terms of content. I'm sitting here trying to like fucking determine the fucking political wherewithal.
Yeah, you're trying to make trains, and I'm trying to see who's going to be trained to be the best wrestler.
What's that guy's name? We saw him last time, didn't we?
That's Austin Theory.
Yeah, we
That's
saw
right.
him.
We're trying to expand on that rivalry. This is a regular show. Last time me and you commentated, it was a pay-per-view. This time, this is free TV.
I was about to say this is on television. This is on TNT. What channel is this stuff actually on?
Raw is on, I think, USA. SmackDown is on Fox.
Really?
And the other stuff is on WWE Network.
Hold up, don't let him do it to you. Oh.
And it's loud AF too, to my ears.
What do you mean?
Like, the wrestling game is just super loud. Oh, sorry, Booker T with the back body drop. We got the one. Austin kicks out.
Dude, I have no idea how to gauge these motherfuckers' health. Because last time we did this, we had a 40-minute match with somebody.
That's true. All right, so the green bar
I eat
Booker
that,
T
push it to the
has,
back. Yeah?
Yeah. The green bar is like their stamina, I think.
He flipped over
But
twice.
then the model around them is like how hurt they are in the head or the torso or whatever. I don't know what their signature move bar is. I don't know if it's the blue or the yellow.
Oh, okay.
The stun bar is above the head. And like the injury bar is like you saw Booker T's body flash. Like that's like Booker T's body is yellow, so his torso is hurting. So if you can continue to hit him with torso moves, you win in. But Booker T is also a five-time WCW champion. So it's really hard to get the advantage to him.
Damn, he's got more WCW champions than me.
That's what I'm saying. And they're both yellow leotards right now.
He was just fucking with him there, it felt like.
He was. He's saying, I'm old. My wrestling career is older than your whole life.
Go outside.
That's what he said right there. That's it. One. Oh, the ref. What's going on, ref? That should have been a 58 count. What are you doing, ref?
I'm going outside too. Just kidding.
Oh, we going outside?
We're both going
no,
back
we
inside.
coming inside. Like,
more power to you.
Hell yeah. Hey,
right.
Ain't nothing wrong with coming inside. Am I right, my guy?
Oh, look at this. Look at the suplex off the top rope. Hung across the
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Like laundry, bro. You are fucking... you stay out here for about 4 hours.
This is it. This is it. Booker's going to hit him. Booker's going to just win mega times. The backbreaker. Hey, this is it. One.
I was about to
Ref,
say, yeah.
you gotta be quicker, ref. I'm gonna be the guy
Dude,
who
grabbed him by the skull, bro. Damn.
Dude, I'm gonna be the guy who is the one who's picking favorites right now. Ref, what are you doing? That's it. The DDT. That's it. Booker T's way better. Oh, Austin Theory barely went out of that stomp. Damn. I've never seen a move like that in my life.
I've never seen a move like that deal so little damage. I kicked him in the dick.
Yeah. What's Austin Theory do? What's this? A submission move? Will Booker T tap out right now? Could this be it? Are we going to commercial? We did not go to commercial. We're not sponsored.
What kind of game is this?
I don't.
Because I know if there's a table, if you throw them through the table, they die.
No, this is just regular. You've got to either pin or make them tap out.
Oh, okay. Throw them outside.
Yeah.
You go outside. Just kidding.
If you throw them outside and they don't get in by the 10 count, then you
Oh,
win.
I think
Booker
he killed
T.
him. He fell to the
That's
ground
it.
too fast to not be dead.
Look at the orange leotard and the red head. Why is Booker not pinning?
He's lost,
He's
yeah.
a Hall of Famer. He should have pinned him right there.
He hurt his elbow. I guess he bit him. I don't know. What was that?
He has elbow pads though.
Throw him on the ground.
Yeah, Booker pin him. That's a spine buster. That'll bust his whole spine.
I don't know. I think he just wants to murder him.
That's the bookend.
He's got another one.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Pin him. He's done. Cool.
Can I say 1? Can I say 2? Can I say 3? Booker T with the bookend. It ends your bookshelf. You don't even have to fill out the whole shelf.
Yeah, I was about to say,
That's
you were
what a
fucking
bookend
wrapping up the
does.
shelf. He was like, I'm done. No more books on this one.
No more books. We're done. Will we get the spinner-rooney right here?
He's having so much
Look at
fun.
the fucking spinner-rooney.
He did do that.
Was it good?
Look at the
Again,
tits on that man.
It did, yeah. And we got the rivalry to a 3-star. To a 3?
He doesn't seem like he's happy he won.
I mean, he's Booker T. He's a Hall of Famer. He didn't win a championship. So, Natalia, she got us some fans. She said charity is good. You should donate to it.
Is this the same?
This is a new show.
It just looks very familiar.
Well, so here's the thing is, Macho and Finn are in a rivalry. Booker and Austin are in a rivalry. So because the rivalries are there, I'm trying to facilitate them and increase their level to get them higher. So when I get to another pay-per-view, I can cash out more. Does that make sense?
Hot. That's hot.
So this is Finn Balor, my favorite current superstar, with the Macho Man,
Cream of the crop.
Randy Savage. Yeah. Probably my favorite wrestler of all time. Yeah.
He seems pretty cool.
This isn't for the title.
The Prince has arrived.
The Prince?
A man who has passed judgment on
So,
WWE.
whenever he used to wrestle in,
Are people booing him?
when he wrestled in
Do they not like him?
Japan,
Mhm.
his name was Prince Devitt.
Prince Devin?
Prince Devitt,
Oh,
which I think may actually be his name.
feeling up his cock. Hell yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
the confidence we look for.
And he basically told him, he's like, if you followed my old wrestling, I'll tell you, the Prince is back. This guy. This is the #1.
He's dead, right?
Yes, he is.
Was he in the Hall of Fame before he died or after?
I think the year he died, they put him in.
Before or after?
He was not in. He was not in before, which is bullshit.
Mm.
But
Than the Macho Man. Not even that, Byron, but consider the amount of influence that Randy Savage has had on the entire sports enterprise.
They like that Finn character, huh? All right, I'll leave commentary to you for a second. I gotta get something to drink.
The locker room lately. In fact, he's called out every superstar for not reaching his level. Savage truly believes he's the cream of the crop. Cream always rises to the top. We'll see if that will be the case for the Macho Man here tonight. And he's in for a battle against Finn Balor, a man whose focus has shifted more towards destruction and chaos these days. You can't blame Balor for looking out for himself, Saxton. The Prince has traded benevolence for ruthlessness in order to take his career to the next level.
Finn with the kick to the back. Finn has definitely taken charge early in this match. Locking up with Macho.
Lighten up the chest.
With
Things
the
are going
chop.
for the Macho Man. A series of disabling maneuvers from Finn.
Been taunting his opponent. Oh, the Macho with a kick to the midsection.
Lives to fight another
That's
day.
not normally his MO. Finn's got to go out and regroup.
He's outside the ring now. Hope he's got a plan.
Macho with a slam on the outside.
Not the position you want to be in right now.
Savage hitting solidly on the apron with his face. Savage throwing Balor back inside. Lock up, shoulder and elbow. Tie up, Finn jumping
Whoa.
over.
Macho Man Randy Manis seemed to take more Macho than I expected him to. Oh, he's getting worked a little bit.
He is.
Makes the cover.
Finn with the cover? What?
Not to get too real, but can you imagine being this man's family member and watching
Yeah, like not at all.
your dead granddad getting his ass beat by
Yeah,
some dude
not
with
at all.
purple on his pants?
The jawbuster, yeah. Hey, let me fight your favorite guy of all time. Also, he's not alive. Also, I'm gonna whip his ass. But maybe I'll lose.
Nothing fancy.
Oh shit, he made a stun bar happen on top of his head. That's
That
good.
was it. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Kiss him.
Randy's
Mwah.
going for the suplex. Hell yeah.
Where's that wrestler finisher move? He just kisses him on the mouth. You're not coming back from that, bro.
You're never coming back from
Oh
that.
my god, he's got like one more good hit on him.
And then he's got to go for the cover,
And then he's
right?
stunned, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, he put him on the ropes and now he's stunned. Get his ass.
That's it.
Lay
And
down
then
on top of him. Nah, he's got to. Oh my
Lay
god.
down penis to penis on top of him.
I think he's just wanted to actually kill him.
I think he does.
Break his arm. Crack. He fucking. Wait. Oh, okay.
What was that? Hey, let me put your shoulder on my junk. Let me
Yeah, the
see how you
weenus
feel
hump.
about that. That's it.
Put him back on the ground. He was just
That's
there,
it.
but now he's there again.
This is it. Look at Finn's head. It's in the yellow. His bar is in the red in the middle. I don't know what that
Yeah.
means. I've never played the game before, and I refuse to.
So
Is
far,
Macho gonna hit? Macho's gonna win for the elbow drop. Ooh, yeah. Oh! Finn rolls away. He gets the drop kick. That's fucking insane. The double
oh my
stomp to
god,
the chest.
just jump on top of his fucking chest.
That's it.
He breathes
Kick
from
him on
there,
the
bro.
chest. Finn going for
We're
his
doing
finisher.
this, but Macho Man.
Oh.
Oh wait, he just waited there, huh? Wait,
He
why did
just hit
that?
him.
Why did that suck for the guy, for Finn?
Oh well, you still hit somebody with your belly, but this is the coup de grace. That's Finn's
He
finishing
stomped
move.
on his dick. Oh shit, he's done for.
No, like yeah, he off the top rope.
What?
Stomps on his midsection. That's Hall of Famer right there. That's being the Macho King right there. That's the only way you
That
can
was
kick out of
very
that.
macho, actually.
That's exactly.
Stun
It's
bar
the
going
only way you can
strong.
kick out of that.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, the only way
No,
you can kick out
no,
of
let me
that.
go. Stop.
Hey,
My
this is
wrist.
after the update. What is that?
Oh shit. How's that asshole smell, babe?
That's it. This is after. Hey, WWE had an update,
Oh
so
shit.
you know this is as real life as it can happen.
And that's classic Macho Man right there.
Sure.
Come get your cup of coffee in the big time.
Get your cup of coffee. The cream rises to the top.
I was about to say, oh my god, the caffeine content, bro.
Your mustache is crooked.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Hit you with the antioxidants, brother. You're gonna be shitting in no time.
Let me tell you right now, your energy drink has 200 milligrams. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking kick him. Oh, okay. I thought he kicked him in the brain. I was like, damn, right in his fucking thoughts.
If he would, but Macho doesn't need to use his feet. But now he uses his feet. He's so strong and so good.
Fuck the leg. Hell
Oh
yeah.
no! The
Oh, oh.
the inside out shoulder into my dick scoop slam. This is it.
All right.
Yeah.
Lay down on top of him. Nope. Still got to kill him.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Cracking his neck like it's a fucking Mission Impossible
Yeah.
movie.
Rip his eyes. Yeah, brother. Finn. Ooh. Oh, the inverted atomic drop. That's going to hit you in the tailbone right there, brother.
That's your tailbone, bro.
Kick right into the gut? That's where your guts are, inside of your gut.
You smash him right in his big intestine, dude. I know it's
Right
smaller
there?
than the small intestine, but just teach him about it.
No one will ever know. Ooh, yeah.
I like that he's going for this again. Oh, it worked. Cool.
That's it. Pin him. Pin him.
Oh, there you go, bud.
Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. This rivalry's been going on for like at least 4 shows. That's Macho's first win.
Really?
Yeah. Because like before they've been in cage matches and Macho just tries to escape the cage while Finn's like at full health. Ooh, 4-star rivalry. Level 4 rivalry? That's the highest rivalry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to let them both rest a little bit. I really hope Finn didn't get hurt. His stamina was really low. So I'm gonna try to do call outs.
Oh, the Miz, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I remember
So
his name for
R-Truth.
sure.
Yeah. R-Truth,
The most 90s looking motherfucker in my life.
damn straight. And now he's
He's
in
like-
a rivalry with the Miz. That's
Have
the
you
most
ever
important
heard
thing we could ever do.
Of Trapped with a T?
Whoa.
Do you know
There's no
them?
way.
Do you know them?
Yeah, I do.
We do? Because of their
Yeah.
hit song Headstrong, I'll Take You On.
Yes.
Headstrong, I'll Take On
Back
Anyone.
on? Yeah, I'll take on anyone.
You know, I got an email from them.
Really?
Yes, it's my second hilarious email.
Because that email is not where you belong.
It was just funny. It was like Trapped of Headstrong fame, and I was like the Headstrong song. It's the exact same thing as when I got the email from Crazy Town, and it was like of the hit song Butterfly, and I was like You're My Butterfly, Sugar Baby song, and the answer was yes. Oh,
yeah.
did I tell you about the final chapter of that story?
No.
I told like everyone about that because I thought it was hilarious, obviously. And they were like, "Why didn't you book them?" I was like, "Does anybody even watch them? Do we want their fan base or listen to them?" Saw a video on Reddit like 2 months ago of them playing in a stadium
Yeah.
for like actually 15 people. Stadium empty, field empty, like 15 fellas out by the stage, and that's it. And I was like, sounds like I might have made the right call there.
Yeah. Sounds like the $200 I was going to pay you was worth it for me to keep in my pocket.
Well, that's the funny thing is that it's like, yeah, they're the fucking Headstrong, take you on. It's like, cool.
Yeah.
Name one more song.
Right? You're like, I need you to play inside of a hotel lobby where people go to bed.
Yeah, it reminds me of one of my favorite Mitch Mann quotes I've heard him do on stage. Like, he played this song, he was like, "Guy was a one-hit wonder." He's like, "Made one more hit than me." I was like, hell yeah, dude. I was like, I like that. Now, I'll have you know, Harrison,
Yeah?
this was the 40-minute match.
Oh, shit.
It is 3:14.
We won't last 40.
I was about to say, when is the moment that we cut it off?
We will cut it off.
15 minutes from the last person entering the ring, or basically from the match start. Wait, is this? Oh my God, this isn't like appropriately. There we go.
Hold on. I love the Uso Penitentiary song.
No, yeah, I just had to move the stream window because it wasn't correctly sized.
Down since day one ish. Line them all up and knock them down like this.
Sounds like the fucking Street Fighter character select rap song. Survivalist, stronger than a tiger is. I fucking love that song because it's trash. Nipples out, hell yeah.
Well, Kevin Nash just had like 94 knee replacements.
I don't like this guy. Not to be too much of a memer, but his smug aura mocks me. Look at how he walks like a fucking idiot.
He does. He's such a huge fan favorite, though.
Oh yeah, he looks exciting. He looks like he's one of the fucking backup engineers for Mythbusters.
Yes, he does.
He's been working on a robot with Grant Imahara before
Let's see
he
if he
passed
does this
away,
thing.
bro. Get out of here.
Like he's obviously changed his what he does walking into the ring since like what he does on TV now is different than this.
He's so lame. He's like, I once drank 7 Mick Ultras with lime in one night.
That's what this one looks like, but the real LA Knight is actually fun to watch.
I fucking love spinach dip.
Yes.
I order it even when I go to Arby's. Like, Arby's, dog?
He's like,
Arby's?
yes. Did you know that you can just scream mozzarella sticks at McDonald's and they'll eventually fold?
I go to the beach and Disney for vacation every single year.
I only go to Orange Beach or Gatlinburg.
A Gatlinburg. That was a fucking good one. Hit a second fella. Not enough people in the... Wait, he's dead. Pin that guy. Make it over. You missed?
He's not legally in the match, though.
You missed and he was stunned?
Yes, I guess. Because
no,
he
you're
wasn't legally ever in the...
Now one team is in the ring and one team isn't. What is this game already? What did he do to Sami Zayn to deal that much damage to him in that short amount of time?
He was big.
Sami Zayn has the health bar of a prepubescent fucking 8-year-old.
You have to remember, Vince McMahon is the chairman and CEO of the company. So if you're big, you're winning,
damage.
period.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Smaller guys take more damage than bigger guys.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Kevin Nash has had 9 knee replacement surgeries.
Here comes number 10.
Sami Zayn is gonna get fucked. It is not near the announce table at all.
Y'all, you guys are nowhere nearby, yeah.
If he holds him and this match ends by count out in under 2 minutes, I'm just gonna shit.
No, don't throw him back in. Why did he go over a rope? You tossed the fuck out of that fucking Jolly Green Giant, bro. This man's eating vegetables.
You tossed him inside under the rope and still all of them wiggled.
I love that Kevin Nash is throwing him around the room, throwing him outside, and then the little guy is just, I'm going to punch you in the head until you're a dead body.
Yeah. And then Sami's like, I'm going to go for this move, and then Kevin's like, I moved.
What about roll? Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
one punch to your face, and you're also yellowhead.
What about the achievement of an 8-month-old? I'll just roll to the left and everybody will be excited. Bro, these two little fellas are beating this dude's ass.
Whoa. Look at Kevin. He's got the red head.
It flashed red. I don't know that one. Pin him. Pin him on the... Oh, they're like, nuh-uh, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
This guy has no idea. He's like, this guy? He's fucked.
Yeah. That's it. He's going to let him wobble.
You taking the steps back up? Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. I thought he was. It's like you're 7 feet tall. You're going to take the steps. That's fine. Because steps are easy for everyone.
I don't know if that was right.
Reminding the WWE universe whose game it is.
I love cornbread. Oh, okay.
This is Jimmy Uso. He has a twin brother, but his twin brother was drafted by another show.
I was about to
So I
say his
couldn't get
twin
them
brother's
both.
back is about to be hurting. Look at his little red in his hair, like he's a YouTuber who donated to charity once.
An impressive sequence from LA Knight. Yeah, Knight's smash mouth style is on display.
Smash Mouth style.
Look at Kevin Nash just sprinting up. Oh, the super
my
kick.
God, he fucking
That
killed
would
him.
hurt
That
so
dealt
bad.
that little damage.
The champ now absorbing a little damage.
Look at the ref.
Yeah,
She's
that
like,
ref
I'm
was
trying to
lost.
be around. She's like, I'm trying to be around, but I don't want to be close to you.
Jimmy Uso is feeling it. He is getting that energy level back up.
That block to the kick. A
Man,
headbutt.
which
A
one is
run.
it? Is it a head or a butt?
Whoop.
Oh no, getting in position. What's he planning to do here? Oh, on his stomach.
Just slap him on the side of the head.
He's going to take a dump on his back.
This is not. Oh, and he's able to find enough grip to fight out of the hole. Crucial escape here.
He just fucking taps him. Taps him in the pectoral. Take his ass out.
Hits him
Throw him
with a
next to your
Tetris.
fucking psychopath in the corner, bro.
Hits him with a Tetris blue L. If you know what I'm saying.
That's all this dude is collecting is L's.
With a kick to the back.
The only thing you could have done to hurt him more is to say that fucking Brad Pitt isn't the most legendary actor of our time. Next thing you know, he's going to be saying Lord of the Rings is the best movies of all time. He's going to really put him in a finisher.
Dude, you know, he's going to look at him right now and say Ben Affleck is mid. And that's going to be the entire...
Yeah, he's going to say Morgan Wallen is the second coming of Prince.
He's going to look at him straight in the face. And he's going to say, Matt Damon? Who?
He's going to look at it and be like, dude, they don't serve ranch in fine dining restaurants.
He's going to say French onion dip is better than ranch dip, which is true. It's going to kill him.
He's going to look at it and be like, yo, there's no sparkling or still water, bro. It's just tap.
He's going to
Does he punch him in
say,
the sack?
he's going to say, there's no lake crocs. You just have to blow bubbles into your own tap water.
He's going to fucking look at him and he's going to be like, Halloween isn't the best holiday.
He's going to look at him. He's going to say Thursdays don't exist.
He's going to look at him and he's going to say pumpkin spice is only for racists. Oh, I have a version of that. I say that Zaxby's is only for racists.
He's going to look at him and he's going to say, El Camino, why don't you just buy a real truck, dipshit?
Damn, dude. He's going to look at him and be like, Game of Thrones wasn't good before season 8.
Oh, damn. That one hurt me. He's gonna look at him and he's gonna say,
Oh, it's
I
a
don't even
two-fella
know.
activity.
that's it. Two fellas on one fella.
And out he goes. Hell yeah. And that's just like, bring the second fella. We're all going out. No one's in the ring. The ref wins.
Who the legal people are?
Yeah. The ref wins the game.
LA Knight's literally sprinting for 3 feet. He stopped Big Sexy. Because that's what Kevin Nash's name was. Big Sexy.
Is that the guy that was in John Wick?
Maybe. I've never watched any of the John Wick movies.
Holy shit, really?
Really.
That's crazy, dude. John Wick is fun.
No, I want to watch them. I just haven't watched any of them.
Wrestler. And
Kicked them. They're
John
kicking
Wick.
each other right in the pregnancy.
Kevin Nash. Oh, that's him. Yeah, I nailed it.
That is
Wait,
him.
how did I
Yeah.
nail that?
Because you're the greatest. That's a one-hit KO right
Holy
there.
shit! I saw that from. I've just seen the first movie a lot. What the hell? He just kind of looks like him, and I was like, oh, I knew there was a wrestler. Damn, cool. I like him. I'm rooting for Kevin Nash.
That's fine. They're the challengers. They're the underdogs.
Come on, Kevin Nash.
Jimmy with a Samoan drop. 1, 2.
All right.
Is that the 3?
Can I
Nope.
make a
Damn it,
can I make a request?
make
If this is not over at 3:30, can we skip? Because we know how this goes.
it. Yeah.
Because every time someone gets pinned, someone runs in and stops it. Where are you going, bud?
Yeah.
Where are you going, bud?
He's
He's
waiting.
just standing on the ropes. All right, there you
He's
go.
waiting. Yeah. What? Yeah, 3:30 we can skip for sure.
Let me in. Now go kill him. Well, he did grab him.
Evan with the choke. Oh, nope. Sammy with the arm drag. I've done all the things YouTube says to do to eliminate the lag while they're in the ring. I got nothing else.
I'm chilling. I don't even know what's
Exploder?
going on. Wait a second. Wait a second. 1, 2. Oh my god. Oh my, why did he get in the ring?
To defend from Jimmy.
Okay, I was about to say.
Even though
pin
Jimmy
him twice.
has a stunt, even though Jimmy has a full ass stun bar, Kevin reverses the finisher by Sammy.
Yep. Missed it by a mile, I suppose. I'm very cool. I'm gonna be in John Wick in like 2 decades. Oh.
Yep.
Break his legs.
Throw his whole body. Now
Yeah, I'ma
tell
throw
him
you
he
again.
needs to do his
Yeah.
homework. Do your homework.
Gotta get your GPA up to maintain your scholarship. Well, that dictates. Wham. Damn. Dead. Yeah.
And he makes the save for his team.
Kevin now
Ow.
almost. Okay, so I think the yellow at the bottom is like their finisher.
Isolating the leg. Leg breaker that had to hurt.
So
Break
Sammy
his
and
other
LA
leg.
Knight. Yeah. Sammy and LA Knight are hurt
What did
in
LA Knight take
head and
damage
torso.
there? Was that me being
Kevin's
crazy?
head
or-
is hurting.
Damn, kill him. Damn, get his ass.
Pin him. Go for the pin.
Yeah, kick him once and pin him.
Countered into a jawbreaker. Oh my God,
What?
big punch finds its mark. Lots of potential for injury here at ringside.
They're like, nope, getting out of here.
Be careful. The floor, the barricades, our table. None of these things are fun to collide with.
And he throws him back in the ring.
Sami Zayn is
Nobody's in the ring but him. He wins now. Fuck him.
tag made, double team action.
Oop.
Right to the face. Pick up your team.
Hmm.
Stalking their opponent. What are they going to do here? Oh, knee right to the face. BFT, the champion into the cover. Oh, what a save. Corey, that's
Yep.
I couldn't agree
That'll do it.
It's 3:30. I'm gonna do what my co-commentator asked me.
Didn't
Whoa!
they win last time too?
No, because
really?
this was a title. This is the title match.
Oh.
Their rivalry grew from 2 to 4 though, so it's really gonna be good for us for next time.
That Batwoman.
These are my competitors' shows, so like I don't really care.
Fuck them.
Yeah, damn, Raw's main event was the best. Show. All right, so tables wasn't the best for them. All right, so we made 64K. Hell of a show. So, Dabber Bro EU wants Kevin and Sammy to fight one-on-one instead of in a rivalry. Candice was called up by Zelina tonight. Looking forward to seeing them settle in the ring. Vegas win over 3 stars.
Oh, the Miz is talking shit to R-Truth.
Yeah, he is. And R-Truth is one of my favorite people on the planet. But I want that rivalry to go.
Away or to keep going, rather?
All right, so we get to sabotage a different show.
How do you do that?
So it's a fan card. It's a card that I just earned. I'm down by 5K. That's really not bad. It's a card that I earned. I get to put it on another show, and everything that they go to, like, need to pay for matches or run-ins or whatever, they would have to pay double for it. I have to select them. All right, Book, what you got? I'll book Booker for another. That match between Zayn and LA Knight had high emotional intensity, resulted in a 2-level boost. All right. This is a special feature of tag matches. They have the capacity to jump 2 levels in a single match, even without special rules in play. It won't happen every time, but there's a chance of it. Thanks, Triple H. Huh? I thought we agreed I wouldn't fight Booker next. I don't remember that, bro. And guess who won? Yeah, not me. Come on, you have to do better. I don't remember that. You see the work I've been putting in? I know I can do more for the brand. I'm ready to run a main event match. Yeah. She's probably the biggest star I've got. So. I don't remember telling him he wouldn't book with what you call it, but the Red Hot Chili Pepper song is the song that's been marking my stream for bullshit.
What Red Hot Chili Pepper song? I've never heard this song before. I don't even know what I just fucking talk to you. That's what I do on my Tales of Arise streams. Is every time the like little opening thing comes on, I'm like until I can skip through it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it's in the game that I'm streaming. You can't get mad.
That woman is ridiculous. That shit is crazy. What's her name?
Rhea Ripley.
Is that the top right?
Yeah.
Oh no! All right, are you done?
Yes, agreed. Yeah, it's 3:30.
Oh, okay. More power to you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I would have kept it going if I knew we were done.
No, yeah, like I was only gonna do that one show. So.
Word up, dude. It was fun.
But, like, you know, I've also been up for a while too. Like I took like a little nap or whatever, but like I got up at 7:30 this morning. I took
This
like a
fella's
2 hour
awake.
nap. All right. Yeah, life's been kind of hard this week, but like it's okay.
I am literally, it's in my hands, bro, because of my physical ability to take hold of that.
To grab things.
I need to see which Evo channel had the Street Fighter shit on, man.
I don't know. I'm about to pull back up YouTube and see uh if they're still doing worlds for
Ooh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. They're doing
Said it
Master
wrong,
Duel
bro.
Links.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Saw
You knew
that.
the one I was saying.
Saw that fucking snap today. Did not have time to respond to it because called it.
Damn, Chad, don't ever call out again.
He actually came up there. I was like, bro, I got this.
No, I said that. I said that because your supervisor would be Chad. That's the
Like
that was the joke.
I meant
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the supervisor.
No, no, no. I understand what you were saying. I was trying to make a joke.
Who's a good
Yeah.
thing or
Oh,
mean bestie? Somewhere in this Evo tomfoolery. That says 15 hours ago. They did not play Street Fighter 5. What is the old Street Fighter game? I don't even know what game they're playing here. What is this?
Are you going down to the beach in a few
Goddamn
weeks,
Killer
bro?
Instinct?
6 weeks, approximately, bro.
You think I would go to the beach?
I don't know. You went a lot, like 7 years ago, whenever we went together,
That's true.
and
I'm
you were,
fucking
and you were
playing.
like, and you were like, this was fun.
I am going to the beach.
Hell yeah, dude.
Although
Chase
I
was
don't know when I'm
like,
supposed to pay him.
I don't know. Chase goes like, Harrison, do you want like the private room or do you want like whatever? And I was like, I just don't want to sleep on a pull-out couch.
There.
And he goes, well, all of them are that way. And I was like, well, I guess if it's $50, I'll pay for my own separate room. I don't fucking know. I'm not having to drive up to Vanderbilt anymore for surgery, which is
A
like,
relief, I feel certain.
not actually, no.
Really?
It's, yeah. So the reason I'm not is because my blood work came back like bad.
Hmm.
So I may be having like after chemo, my AFP, which is your blood tumor marker, was at 4. Normal range is below 10. When I went back up to Vandy and they ran the blood work, it was at 79 6 weeks later.
Huh.
So my oncologist is worried that I'm like having a relapse. So I'm like going to check with some people at UAB, which is nice because it's closer, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I'm fucking tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
I just want to be like, I was cool with going to Vandy and my parents having to stay in a hotel room for a few days and you scooping out the bad bits and us being done. And now it's like, you may not
I don't
like,
know where I stand anymore, yeah.
yeah. So we're not ready to scoop out shit because stuff may still be growing. And I'm like, so the day that I would be having surgery, they're going in and we're doing MRI and CT scans and all that other kind of stuff. But I'm just like, I'm just so over it, man.
I feel like that's more than reasonable.
Yeah. Like, I feel very emotionally raw about everything. So I'm just like, bruh.
Yeah, this is too much not wrestling, distracting from my time wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if I were to watch wrestling right now. I have 2 replica wrestling belts, and I'm not wearing them while talking about wrestling with a webcam right now.
Yeah, it is really obnoxious that it's like we've got all this Vanderbilt stuff when you could be sitting here trying to find out how Sami Zayn and Kevin Nash's rivalry is going to go.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Not
and
to
I'm not
mention
trying to be.
the aspect with LA Knight and Jimmy Uso, bro. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro.
And
Like,
I'm
this is
not
the
trying to be,
drama.
yeah, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm like, this is what the people want. If it wasn't what the people want, Twitch would ban me
I'm so
for
ready to
saying
be,
this is ungood.
so
You know what I'm
ready to
saying?
be like the Chase free playing League of Legends of wrestling.
Hell yeah. I
Because
don't know what that means, but I'm proud of it.
so before Chase
Proud of
played
you.
League, he talked like he just mimicked a few things. He doesn't have with Magic the Gathering, but he would just mimic what he'd heard from other people.
Yeah.
So he'd hear people talking about League, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm a fiddlesticks one trick." He's like, "I'm really mad they nerfed his tether range," and that's like all he knew about League. Literally, that was all the facts he knew. And now I'm just like, yeah, fucking Kevin Nash and Sami Zayn can wrap up their rivalry.
That's what
I
I'm
was just like, this
saying.
is my new thing, dude.
That's it. That's all I need it to be is your new thing. And then we're correct because you're my co commentator,
Right.
which means we hit the main events. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's right, bro.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. I'm going to go lay down some because it is 3:41 a.m. Central Daylight Time.
I'm gonna make a fucking mozzarella and pepperoni sandwich.
Dude, that sounds really good. I'm just going to watch some YouTube and lay down and be like, maybe bitches are coming over. But if I fall asleep, they'll come over faster and then hopefully fall asleep.
You know, I've done that before.
Hell yeah. I mean, no, I don't know. I don't know what you do and don't do, but I approve of
Yeah,
it and I'm proud of you.
I had my
That's what I'm trying
door,
to say.
and it was after a party, and I was very drunk, and I was like, "Hey, you should come over." And I had the door unlocked, but
Mhm.
apparently I'd missed like the final little like tick of the lock, and I accidentally fell asleep. And they were like, "Yo, are you still awake? Your door's not opening." And then I messaged them at like 3, and I was like, "Yo, sorry, I fell asleep." Like, no, and they actually came.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's that's super cool, dude.
works for me, I suppose.
I just got a 3:42 a.m. response to a Snapchat that I sent. That was like you, me, hanging out, comfy clothes, drinking, watching concerts or YouTube videos.
Go get your wiener
Nice.
licked, my dog.
Well, I mean, she lives in Florence, so I can't drive up there right now. I've been
She can
intoxicated.
drive to you.
Maybe. Maybe.
And here's the operative part: lick your wiener.
Hey, that sounds very nice. I just want to tell you this. All right, bro.